Here we have 6 nicely washed, thin bone-in pork chops. And we're going to fry them babies up today. Old man cooking here. Hey everybody, old man cooking here. I'm going to show you how to make some fried pork chops. I live here in Texas. I've seen everything in the world you can do to a pork chop. I've seen people soak them in flour, soak them in eggs, soak them in water, soak them in oil, soak them in milk, soak them in buttermilk. I've seen people boil them, fry them, like deep fry them. But the way you do a pork chop is pretty simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing you want to do is get you a nice pan, a nice big pan that'll hold your pork chops, and put a little bit of oil in it. Vegetable oil, not a bunch of oil. That's one of the major mistakes here. We don't want oil. We just want to fry the pork chops. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, I got the porkers in there now. Put a little pepper on them. I really don't salt them much because pork is pretty salty anyway. And you can always add salt later, so I don't want to salt them. But I did put a little pepper on them. And I put them into fry, and the skillet's good and hot, as you can see. And we just fried on this side for about 6 minutes. Another thing I want to tell you, if you wanted to change this recipe up just a little bit, I don't have any flour, so I didn't do it today. But what you can do is you don't want to like soak them in flour or nothing, but I always rinse the pork chops off because they have bones, little pieces of bone on them when they cut them. So I always rinse them off and put them on a paper plate or any kind of plate. And then that's really all the moisture you need. You don't need to add a bunch of egg or nothing. You just put some flour on a paper plate and put it down in the flour, flip it over and put it in the flour and put it on the oil. That's the only difference in that recipe and this one. You don't need a lot of flour. You can salt and pepper your flour if you want to, but it's really no need because you're not going to make a coating. You're just going to give it a little bit different texture as it's fried, when it's fried. This is another one of those situations where you have stuff that pops. Remember yesterday or day before when I made the enchilada casserole, I was telling you to listen. Well, listen to this. Hear that? Well, that's popping grease all over the stove. But with these babies, if you cover them, you know, I'm telling you, they're just not as good in my opinion. Or you could get you one of them splatter things. You can buy those things cheap somewhere. But I just wipe it up. Okay, it's been 6 minutes now since we put them in. So I'm going to reach in here and flip them over. Getting old blows. What can I say? Those I would like to have them just a little bit more browner, but that's okay. That's 6 minutes. We'll cook them 6 more minutes on this side. Oh, left these out. Cayenne pepper, breadcrumbs, oatmeal, something called Bisto, soaked in olive oil, Cajun seasoning, kosher salt, maple syrup, Tabasco sauce, and eggs. These are just going to be regular old fried pork chops. And we're going to have some corn on the cob and a baked potato with them. Ought to be really good. I can't wait. Getting closer, folks. Looking pretty good there. There you go, folks. Country fried pork chops. Easy, simple. Pork has a delicious flavor you don't need. I don't think you need all that stuff. I don't think you can beat this dish. Give it a try. Thanks for watching.